Hello, welcome to Levant TV Headlines. Syrian opposition figures are headed to Moscow this week, although they are unlikely to welcome Russia's plan for a new anti-jihadist coalition. The television station of Lebanon's Hezbollah group and activists say a 48-hour ceasefire has started in a Syrian border town and two Shiite villages in northern Syria between the group's fighters and rebels there. Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif met with Lebanese Prime Minister Tamam Salam in Beirut Tuesday in their first official meeting. Libya's internationally recognized Prime Minister al-Thinni said in a televised interview that he would resign after the station's host confronted him with questions from angry citizens who criticized his cabinet as ineffective. And a suspected US drone strike has killed 5 presumed members of Al-Qaeda in the jihadist network's southeastern Yemeni stronghold. And now let's have a look at the top headlines in today's newspapers in the Middle East. Starting from Beirut, the Daily Star leads reporting that Iran's visiting Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif praised Lebanon's Parliament Speaker Nabih Berri for his wisdom and efforts to safeguard stability. The paper also reports that Prime Minister Tamam Salam has arrived in Amman on a one-day visit to attend the joint Lebanese-Jordanian committee meeting. From the UAE, the Khalij Times leads reporting that Saudi Arabia's foreign minister has poured cold water on Russian calls to join forces with the Syrian authorities against Daesh militants, insisting it would never work with President Bashar al-Assad. The paper also reports that a LinkedIn study released on Tuesday says the UAE is the global leader in attracting talent for the second consecutive year. From Cairo, the Egypt Independent leads reporting that an Egyptian military court has sentenced 253 people to life in prison in absentia and 203 others to shorter prison terms for destroying public buildings in 2013. The paper also reports that Egypt has referred the Muslim Brotherhood leader Mohammed Badia to trial for staging a protest at a Cairo square where several police and hundreds of Islamist protesters were killed in the 2013 clashes. Now let's have a look at the top Middle East headlines from papers here in London. In the Telegraph, a report showing that doctors have refused to force-feed a gravely ill Palestinian prisoner on hunger strike in defiance of a new Israeli law allowing intervention when an inmate's life is in danger. Physicians at Barzilai have said they will not carry out force-feeding Mohammed Allan after the Israel Medical Association instructed its members that it was tantamount to torture. The Independent leads reporting that Spanish police have arrested a man accused of selling an ISIS-themed clothing range online. Officials said designs included baby bodysuits with the militant group's emblem and a t-shirt depicting the execution of the British aid worker Alan Henning. Also from the UK, The Guardian leads reporting that over 1,000 refugees in Kos were locked overnight in a stadium after riot police struggled to contain crowds of recent migrant arrivals who were rounded up in recent days from makeshift camps around the Greek island. Several of the refugees, who are mostly Syrian and Afghan, fainted due to a heat stroke and one had an epileptic seizure, said the aid group Médecins Sans Frontières, which was providing medical care at the stadium. And now international papers. From Beijing, the Global Times reports that Saudi-backed forces loyal to Yemen's exiled government captured more territory from Iran's backed Houthis as they pressed an advance that has seen them retake large parts of the war-torn country's south. The gains by forces backing exiled President Abd Rabbu Mansour Hadi have been aided by weapons and troops from Gulf countries as Saudi-led coalition warplanes continue to pound Houthi positions. And finally, the International New York Times reports that the first journalist from an American Jewish pro-Israel publication to be given an Iranian visa since 1979 reported that he had found little evidence to suggest that Iran wanted to destroy Israel, as widely asserted by critics of the Iranian nuclear agreement. The journalist Larry Kohler, SS, assistant managing editor for news at the forward and influential New York-based newspaper catering to American Jews, also wrote that people in Iran, including its Jews, were eager for outside interaction and willing to speak critically about their governments. That was it for today. For more updates, please visit our website on levant.tv. Thanks for watching and bye for now.